Hi, welcome to EasyManage. EasyManage lets you build full stack mobile app without coding. You just connect to any data source like Oracle, MySQL, and any other and generate your Flutter app with GraphQL or REST APIs in just few minutes. EasyManage helps you automate 50 to 80% of full stack development, and it can work with any number of tables you have, and we support cross-platform development. You just deploy, compile your apps for mobile like Android or iOS, or for web, or even desktop Linux apps you can build. Let's see how it works. So you get a no-code front-end app and back-end APIs in minutes, and you can extend them with low-code customizations and add integrations or complete your use case. So you'll get an instant Flutter app with GraphQL or REST APIs. And then the code is available for you to download. There is no lock-in, and you can customize it further. So for front end, we are having a full Flutter release, and we do have Angular release in a preview mode with few screens available. And there are some more planned releases in future. Then for backend, we have GraphQL and REST APIs. You can also create a data federation, data mesh APIs via low-code customization. And for databases, we support a lot of databases like Oracle, DB2, of course, usual MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Azure SQL are supported too. You can also we support extending API calls with Spring Cloud or, AWS Lambda functions going serverless. Then a lot of integrations are supported, like you can add the security of your choice, the secure traffic, OAuth authentications or Java Web Tokens, and um, other methods could be supported. And then you can use more payment and other integrations. So let's look at our generated Flutter app. So we give you a default generated Flutter app with functionality like you have a dashboard available with side nav. They call drawers in Flutter. So you have end drawer also, and then you have bottom nav, which you can customize further. So let me quickly go through a couple of, we generate the screens for each table. So you have for product, list view, card view, filter screen, input form, and search graph. All the screens are available here. So let's look at the list view. By default, the pagination is available, and then you have more features available, like look at the details of the record, linked record, then edit, input form, and delete feature. So if you look at the card view, it is helpful to, you know, great card views. Just customize, add your fields, add image or other, you know, content, and um, look at our production apps to see the examples. Then we have filter screen, which is a data filter available at the end user hand. It's very flexible and very powerful, and you can limit the features. Even it has sorting also. Uh, you can enable via checking this and utilizing sorting. And you can construct a simplified custom filter based on this data very fast. And then we have input from drop down and graph. So the graph utilizes a fixed static data, but you can customize to implement your graph. So let's look at the code. For front end, we generate the Flutter app and then the code is developer friendly, organized in a modular way. For each table, we have its model, then service calls, and then data table and displays are handled via these. Then there is a drop down Dart file, then edit, then the filter file for implementing the filter. Graph is a separate file. So we have organized in a nice modular way, and a lot of freshers and learning to code category developers can easily utilize them and get productive. So to recap, so here are our front-end Flutter features. You get out of box, and you can then low code customize them to complete your use cases, and we can handle all the media like upload from storage, capture from camera, videos or images, and show the video players, image showing, and you can also use launch URLs to launch web pages from your mobile app when running on Android or iOS. Also, there are inbuilt notifications, timers available to notify from the mobile notification. So let's look at our GraphQL API backend, which is generated, and then you get all the queries, mutations, subscriptions for each table generated for you. And then there is also flexible SQL-like querying calls available. From API, you can just define and give your conditions and sorting. And then you can further low-code customize to build a data mesh. Also, there are built-in authorizations and authentication you can use to um, publish your app fast. So let's look at our Spring project for GraphQL, and I have opened this project in this code. So the code is modular, developer friendly, for table level folders. It utilizes the code. You get also a client calling file with all the boilerplate for how to make the client calls for GraphQL. Usually it takes a lot of time if you don't have this ready, and then having this ready, a lot of boilerplate is minimized or eliminated, and then that saves the developers the time. So we can see that with this flexible SQL-like querying from API call, select where, and then let's see a running example of it. I can select data based on conditions and also use sorting within that. And I can specify page number to fetch and size so that it is pagination also available. So that's GraphQL select where kind of a call for product table. So for GraphQL, we have this query, mutations, and subscriptions generated and available to you. And let's look at the code for those, GraphQL APIs, and you can see we have generated all the queries, mutations, subscription, and we have provided a template for data mesh you can construct from, and you can also enable security authentication authorization by just changing few lines, and you can use this GraphQL Explorer, or our front end comes wired with GraphQL, so that for each uh, table or view in database, we give you this generated app which is wired to all the APIs with all the boilerplate needed to hook up the APIs, either REST or GraphQL. And you can also use the GraphQL APIs with any other front end if you are developing, like using React Native, or Angular or any such. So that was a brief overview on EasyManage, and we work with startups, agencies, small to medium or large businesses, and we do have a promotion to give you the first project free. Once you sign up for a free plan, which no credit card required, you'll also get a 1 month's quota from the startup plan in your account. So we are eager to see you signing up and using EasyManage. Thanks.